Ethiopia is in a lot of trouble right now, and there's no quick fix. And I'm not just talking about the civil war that's going on in the Amhara region. Fun fact, Ethiopia is one of the oldest Christian nations on earth. They were Christianized in the 4th century, several centuries before any other European country. And once again, it's defaulted on its debt, this time to the Eurozone. China is telling Europe, hey, welcome to my world because Ethiopia has been doing this to me for a while. As a result, Fitch, the ratings agency, just downgraded Ethiopia's credit to default from near default. Ethiopia's excuse for not paying its sovereign debt to other governments is that they want to treat all of their creditors equally, generally meaning their private sector. Talks with their own private sector broke down on December 8th. Then there's the fact that Ethiopia is trying to dam the Nile River all the way down south, which is upsetting Egypt, which has a much larger military and economy and can definitely make Ethiopia find out. Ethiopia is cursed into being a landlocked country. Look at how close this country is to the sea. If Ethiopia had access to the sea, they would become a much wealthier country because they would have ports for trading. Russia and China are telling Ethiopia, yeah, you know what? You should get some access to the sea. Why don't you try to take some of that land? And Ethiopia is looking at Eritrea like it's a meal. This is Eritrea, a much weaker country that Ethiopia, if they actually had their stuff together, could probably take. Because the country is plagued by another civil war, there's so much economic uncertainty, they most likely could not fund a successful war. Of course, hundreds of thousands of Ethiopians have been fleeing the country in droves. A lot of them have been going into Yemen in hopes of getting to Saudi Arabia. But unfortunately, they are running into a lot of trouble with the Houthis, who are doing terrible things to them. And then there are stories that the Saudis at the border have been massacring them as well. Diplomatically, Ethiopia is not in the best place because their neighbors do not like them. Of course, China and Russia do pay them a lot of lip service. Ethiopia absolutely will listen to China because they import 30% of all their goods from the country. The United States is Ethiopia's biggest customer. They have a pretty agrarian economy. Their number one export is coffee, tea, mate, and spices. It has been thrown a lifeline by the United States since they're allowing more open trade, and they've removed the human rights violations designated to the country. But that's not enough. Not enough by far. That is why Ethiopia is losing a great deal of its foreign direct investment. It's not a good look for the country. They're dealing with a lot of instability, and if they do fulfill Russia or China's wishes to try to take some land, then it's going to make the entire region even that much more unstable. And it's instability in that region that can be exploited by Russia, China, maybe even the United States for nefarious purposes. I'm the Geo Husar. I like talking about geopolitics and a lot of under the radar events. If you found this post useful, please give me a follow. Thanks for watching.